What's going on, man?
So we've talked to Maria. It's got a search warrant for the alcohol.
Search warrant for what?
Alcohol-based transactions. This is Supervisor Sandhofer. And then Virginia State Police are here as well.
So what are y'all doing?
It's a search warrant to seize alcohol. And this is transactions resulting from your purchase of alcohol or your sale of alcohol.
So you're here to confiscate all of my alcohol?
Yes, sir.
And what else?
Records pertaining to the sale
And what else?
purchase of alcohol.
Is that it?
And if it's electronic, it comes off your POS.
You're here to confiscate my POS systems?
You can confiscate the POS if that's what's necessary. That's what the search warrant says.
And you guys felt the need to bring all of these police officers here just to do that this morning? Really? And what's the reasoning for you guys coming into my business, confiscating my POS systems, confiscating my alcohol? What's the reason for that?
There is a board order that suspends your license.
Right.
That license is the one that permits you to sell and serve alcohol. You have
So they revoked my license for not following COVID mandates. So now you guys are coming to confiscate all my stuff for that, right? How do you feel about that?
history, sir. Okay. License was revoked.
But how do you feel? How do you feel about coming to shut a man's business down for not following COVID mandates that are unconstitutional? How do you feel about that? How you feel about that, sir? How do you feel about that? Huh? Just doing your job? Just doing your job? That's what they said in Germany too, man. They're just doing their job. How do you feel about that? Feel good about it? You feel good about it, man? Just doing your job as well? Okay. You know they said that in Germany, right? Remember that? You weren't aware that they said that? So you feel okay shutting a man's business down for not following COVID mandates that have been found to be unconstitutional, man.
Nobody wants it.
That have been found to not only,
Like I explained to you, your wife.
not only did they not mitigate anything, they've actually been found to be detrimental to the community. But you're still going to shut a man's business down over that.
We're not here to discuss whether or not
You're not here to discuss whether or not they're unconstitutional. You're just here to do your job, right?
We're here because the court made a determination
Uh-huh.
that the court order was valid. The court order has been served. That court order says that your license is suspended for 90 days.
And you're going to enforce that regardless, right? Yeah.
We have a court order.
So you're part of the problem, man. I want you to know that. You're part of the problem. 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 Everybody in here, every one of you, man. What's going on in this country right now? The reason that we're in the situation we're in as the United States of America, you're part of the problem, sir. So you can't complain about what the president's doing. You can't complain about the state that the country's in right now. You can't complain about how screwed up it is. You're part of the problem, sir. You're just doing your job. So many people were just doing their job for Hitler back in Germany.
Here to assist ABC on the side.
You as well, sir. That goes for you as well. That goes for you as well. That goes for all of you. That goes for all of you, man. There's no excuse. There's zero excuse. Just doing my job, that's not an excuse anymore, man. That's not an excuse. You guys just doing your job is facilitating what's going on in this country right now. You're shutting down a man's livelihood for not following COVID mandates that didn't do anything to prevent COVID. And it was actually detrimental to the community. And not just the community, to our kids, man. It set our kids back so many years, these mandates. It set small businesses back so many years. It destroyed small businesses, man. It destroyed them. It destroyed families. It destroyed our community. And it destroyed our country. And nobody in here gives a damn about that. They're just doing their job. Just doing their job. And they're going to continue to do their job. All to preserve themselves. Nothing is more important than themselves, man. Their country is not as important as themselves. I guess your family's not either, sir. Because if you got children, you're setting them up for failure. By not standing up right now, today, you're setting your kids up for failure. You're setting your family up for failure. And you're destroying your country. I hope you feel good about that. I hope you can sleep well at night. You won't be able to once you find out what you're actually doing to your country. You won't be able to sleep well at night. Trust me. It may not hit you today, but it'll hit you. It'll hit you eventually. And I hope you can live with yourself. I spent many years of my life overseas fighting for my country just to come home and have the same government that I fought for destroy everything that I've worked my entire life for. But you're just doing your job, man. Just doing your job. I have no idea how any of you guys can live with yourselves every day and lay your head down on your pillow and sleep soundly, knowing that you're contributing to the destruction of the United States of America. That's what you're doing right now. You're not protecting and serving anything. And I've got a lot of respect for the police, a lot of respect for police officers who put their lives on the line every day for me. But this is not what that uniform is about. It's not. What you're doing right now is government overreach. What you're doing right now is supporting a tyrannical government. It's tyranny, and you're involved in it. You're complicit with it. And it wouldn't be happening if all of you stood up. If all of you stood up and said, I'm not doing that. I'm not contributing to that. I'm not going to be involved in that. The Constitution means more to me than my self-preservation. If any of you guys had the balls to stand up and say that and fight for that, this would not be going on right now. Because if they had nobody to come out and enforce these unconstitutional mandates, nobody would be doing it. They wouldn't do it themselves, I promise you that. But it's because of weak-minded Americans, so-called Americans, doing exactly what you guys are doing right now, is why we're in the situation that we're in as a country. From weak-minded Americans. That self-preservation means more to you than what that uniform that you're wearing is supposed to mean.
Strictly, you stop.
I need to stop what? This is my restaurant, man.
Yeah, it is.
I need to stop what?
Right now. You're not coming past here. Okay?
What is this line right here?
Okay, this is where they're doing their
What is this line right here,
okay,
though?
they're executing their search
Why is it
warrant.
this line that I can't go
I understand
past?
that you're using this as a platform, but it's going to stop.
It ain't a platform. It's not a platform. I'm using this to make sure this doesn't happen to anybody else ever
You
again.
made video from a distance, but you're not going past.
Why not pass this line? What is it? What is this arbitrary line that you just made up? Why can't I pass this? Because you said so? You know what you sound like? You sound like the government. You sound like the government that I'm fighting against because I said so. What am I obstructing? What am I obstructing? I'm standing still. I'm talking. I have every right to talk. It's called the First Amendment. It's called the First Amendment. You gonna take that away from me as well?
Mr. Strickland, man.
Huh?
Wait a second.
He just said he's gonna arrest me. I want to know for what? On what grounds? On what grounds are you gonna arrest me? You don't know.
I've already said.
On what grounds? What am I obstructing?
You're going to let them do their job.
What am I obstructing?
Observe and video.
You just said you're going to arrest me for obstruction. What am I obstructing?
Mr. Strickland,
Can you answer my question? You didn't answer it.
can I speak to you about the search warrant, sir?
I'm listening to you.
All right. So, speaking with the technicians regarding the POS system and trying to gain access to the records for the sales, right? It is password protected at the moment, okay? We're asking permission for you to log in so that they can review this, okay? This will make the process faster. If you don't want to give us a password, we're not going to tell you you have to do this.
What do you need the password to my POS system for? To see if I'm selling alcohol? I'm telling you right now to your face, I'm selling alcohol because I didn't violate any laws. I've been following every ABC law that I agreed to follow when I obtained my ABC license. What I will not follow is unconstitutional mandates. I will not follow them ever. I'll die for the Constitution. I'll die for the United States of America. None of these gentlemen will,
So, Mr.
because they're all cowards.
You're not going to provide the password to get into POS.
What do you need to see it for? I'm telling you, I'm selling alcohol. There's all the proof you need.
The search warrant
That's all the
says
proof
we
you
can
need.
obtain those records. The search warrant says we can obtain those records. Will you provide us the password and allow us the username and password to get into the system?
Hey, baby.
That's the only thing I'm asking. Can you open the POS system for me?
Oh, am I allowed to cross the line? All right, come on.
All these police officers in here, man, for one man. For one man. All these police officers in here for one man. And I'm using this as a platform. A platform.
Mr. Strickland, where do you keep your invoices on?
I can't believe you would say something like that, man. This has nothing to do with the platform. This has something to do with making sure this doesn't happen to anybody else ever again. And the reason why you can't say that is because you've been brainwashed, man. You've been brainwashed into self-preservation. I'm just doing my job. One day you'll realize, man, what you're doing is not right. And you're setting your kids up for failure. In the back. Yeah.
Like in the office, or is there a specific area?
You need those? All right. I'll get those for you. All right. What else you need?
Where are those at?
What else you need? I'm going to grab them for you. What else do you need?
Well, we're going to go with you, but I just need to know, where are they in the office?
They're in the office. Yeah. What else do you need?
Right now, that's all we need at the moment.
Okay. All right.
So,
And where are you taking all this alcohol?
the alcohol is being seized. We're taking it back to headquarters in our evidence room. This is part of the commission of our investigation. So, taking all the alcohol that's on the premises, open in front, transparent with you, taking it all, taking the kegs, taking all the liquor, all the individual bottles. We're just going to go back in these.
And you realize you're doing this because they didn't follow COVID mandates, right?
We're here because you violated the order.
We're not here.
You guys agree with COVID mandates? Not here to discuss that? Yeah, just doing your job? Just doing your job?
We're not here to debate the merits of
Right.
mandates or any of that stuff.
Okay.
All I know is that
Just doing your job?
board order,
Yeah.
we can call that board order.
Uh-huh.
We're conducting an investigation right now.
Okay.
We are doing our job.
Yeah.
Based on what I have been sworn to do.
Really?
I took that oath.
Have you been sworn to uphold the Constitution?
This is what I'm saying, okay? I'm sworn
Go ahead.
to enforce the laws of the Commonwealth of Virginia.
Okay.
To include the alcohol laws, 8.1, the administrative code.
Okay.
That's why we're here. All that other stuff, the merits of the mandates and all that stuff, that's something that you handle.
Were you sworn to uphold the Constitution of Virginia? You were? You're violating it right now.
I'm not getting into merits of that. I'm doing my job as a
That's the merits of your job. You were sworn to uphold the Constitution of the state of Virginia. You're violating it right now.
Here's what we're going to do. We're here to execute a search warrant that was lawfully acquired and obtained from the duly sworn magistrate of the Commonwealth of Virginia. We're going to execute that search warrant.
No matter if the premise was unconstitutional or illegal.
I don't have that. That's not.
That's above your pay grade? That's a great excuse as well. Great excuse.
It's not why I'm here.
Okay. Just doing your job. All right. That's what I'm talking about, man. Yeah.
You looked through the desk and everything. Didn't see.
You already looked at the desk and didn't see?
Yeah, we didn't.
You guys see this? We just elected a Republican, so-called conservative governor, so-called conservative lieutenant governor, attorney general, House of Delegates, and we're still being prosecuted for not following COVID mandates. Folks, you tell me what's wrong with this country. What's wrong with this country is nobody has a backbone. Nobody is actually willing to stand up for the Constitution. All people want to do is act in self-preservation. I'm just doing my job. This is insane, man. Nothing gets fixed in this country with you guys having that mentality. Let me get these records these gentlemen are asking for.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.